The month of Adar was almost gone, and the sky over Israel was silent. No clouds, no wind, no rain. The fields had cracked open like old clay. The cisterns dried to the dust. The people had fasted and prayed, nothing. In desperation, they turned to one man, Honi HaMe'agel, a sage known not for titles but for something stranger. The rumor that when Honi prayed, God listened. "Pray for us," they begged. Honi looked at the barren sky and answered, "Go bring in your Passover ovens so they will not dissolve."
He prayed, and nothing happened. The sky stayed empty. So Honi bent down and drew a circle in the dust with his staff, stepped inside and stood still as a pillar. He spoke directly to heaven. "Master of the universe, your children have turned to me because I am like a member of your household. I swear by your great name, I will not move from here until you have mercy on your children." The crowd held its breath. A moment passed, and from the edge of the sky, one small drop of water fell.
Rain began to trickle, thin drops that barely darkened the ground. His students said, "This fell only to release you from your oath." Honi shook his head. "I did not ask for this. I asked for rain to fill cisterns, ditches, and caves." The sky answered. Rain crashed down in fury, each drop as large as the mouth of a barrel, the roads running like rivers. His students cried, "This rain will destroy the world." Honi called upward, "Not this either. I asked for rain of benevolence, blessing, and generosity." And the rain softened, steady and good, and soaking into the grateful ground.
But the good rain did not stop. It fell until the streets of Jerusalem filled with water, and the people climbed to the Temple Mount to escape the flood. "Just as you prayed for rain to come," they begged, "pray for it to stop." Honi answered, "One does not pray against too much good." But he asked for a thanksgiving bull, laid both hands on its head, and prayed, "Master, you brought punishment. They could not bear it. You brought blessing. They could not bear it either. Let there be relief." The wind blew, the clouds broke, the sun blazed through, and people poured into fields where truffles and mushrooms had sprung from the soaked earth.
Word reached Shimon ben Shattak, head of the Sanhedrin. He sent Honi a message, half rebuke and half amazement. "Were you not Honi, I would decree excommunication upon you. If these were the years of Elijah, your oath could have shamed heaven. But what can I do to you? You nag God, and he does your bidding, like a son who nags his father. Father, bathe me. Give me nuts, almonds, peaches, pomegranates." And the Father gives everything. The chamber of the hewn stone sent praise. You decree from below, and the Holy One fulfills your word from above. Honi spoke to God not as a servant, but as a son. And that was both his gift and his burden.
But Honi carried a question no rain could answer. All his life, he was haunted by a verse. "When the Lord brought back those who returned to Zion, we were like dreamers. 70 years the Jews were exiled in Babylon." Is it possible?" Honi asked, "to sleep and dream for 70 years? One day, he walked along a country road and saw an old man planting a carob sapling. "How long until it bears fruit?" Honi asked. 70 years, said the man. "Will you live that long?" The old man looked up. "I found the world full of carob trees. As my fathers planted for me, I plant for my children."
Honi sat down beneath a rocky ledge to eat his bread. Sleep fell on him like a stone, and a rocky cliff grew around him, hiding him from the world. He slept. He slept while seasons turned and generations were born and buried. 70 years passed. When he opened his eyes, the ledge had crumbled, light poured in, and standing before him was a young man gathering carobs from a tall, heavy tree, the same tree. "Are you the one who planted this?" Honi asked. "No," said the man. "I am his grandson." And Honi whispered, "Then I have slept for 70 years.
Honi found his donkey had bred herds upon herds. He stumbled home and asked, "Is the son of Honi HaMe'agel alive?" "His son is gone," they said. "His grandson lives." "I'm Honi," he told them. They stared, an old stranger in rags, and did not believe him. He went to the study hall and heard the sages say, "Our teachings are as bright as in the days of Honi HaMe'agel." Whenever he entered, every difficulty melted away. His own name spoken with reverence by people who did not know his face.
He stepped forward into the light. "I am Honi HaMe'agel," he said. The sages looked at him, an old broken stranger, and did not believe him. They did not rise. They did not bow. They offered him no seat of honor. Honi stood there, surrounded by men who cherished his memory but could not see him. The world he had known, his son, his students, the people who trusted his prayers, all of it was gone. He had outlived everything except his own name. His heart broke. Honi prayed one last time, not for rain, not for sunshine, but for mercy, and he died.
The sage Rava heard the story and said, "This is what people mean when they say, either friendship or death. A man who has no one who knows him is better off dead." Honi could bring rain from an empty sky. He could speak to God like a child speaks to a father, but he could not make the world remember his face. The old carob planter understood something that Honi had to learn the hard way. We plant not for ourselves, but for those who come after. And the truest kindness is the one whose fruit you will never taste. When the Lord brought back those who returned to Zion, we were like dreamers. And perhaps that is the whole point. To plant, to pray, to trust the rain will come, even if you are not there to see it.